This train hits over 190 miles an hour. My ticket was just £16. It also has a buffet car, but was my journey worth it? This is Madrid Atocha, Spain's largest railway station. As I made my way towards the entrance, it was hard to miss the huge construction project underway, with major redevelopment work taking place around the station. Atocha can be a little confusing for first-time visitors. Trains depart from both the ground floor and first floor levels, with the same platform numbers used on each, so make sure you check the departure boards carefully. With the final ticket check complete, we made our way down to platform 13. Waiting below was today's high-speed Talgo train. Its long aerodynamic nose gave a real Japanese bullet train feel, although from some angles it looked a little duck-like too. What I still couldn't quite believe was that this journey had cost me just £16. As we made our way along the platform, I was pleased to spot a buffet car on board. As you'll later see, it wasn't long before curiosity got the better of me. With a few minutes to spare before boarding, I headed towards the front of the train for a closer look. This Talgo high-speed service will carry us more than 500 kilometres south from Madrid, right down to Malaga in under 3 hours. It was also at this point I grabbed a thumbnail photo, a tip I've definitely picked up from watching Scott's excellent Planes, Trains, Everything channel. Thumbnail secured. Boarding through carriage 9, it was finally time to see what £16 buys you on Spain's high-speed railway. The train was already looking pretty busy, with passengers settling into their reserved seats. My first impression though was a little unexpected. Whilst the outside looked sleek and modern, the interior felt slightly dated with fairly dim lighting throughout. Before long though, I found my seat for the journey south, seat 1A. Right on time we eased out of Madrid and began our journey south towards Malaga. As we left the station behind, we passed several Aereo high-speed trains, one of a number of operators competing on Spain's growing high-speed rail network. Back at my seat I noticed complimentary onboard Wi-Fi was available, something I'd make use of later in the journey. It was time to investigate the buffet car. Passing through several carriages and sliding doors, I eventually arrived at what was for me one of the most appealing areas of the train. Compared with the seating carriages, the buffet area felt noticeably brighter and more spacious. A small number of passengers were enjoying drinks and snacks whilst watching the Spanish countryside just race by outside. One thing I was pleased to see was that the drinks were being prepared fresh to order. With coffees made while customers waited, it gave the buffet car more of a cafe atmosphere than a simple onboard shop. The menu offered a good selection of hot and cold snacks, sandwiches, drinks and meal deals. The prices also seemed pretty reasonable, considering we were travelling at high speed across southern Spain. After taking time to look through the options, I made what felt like a very sensible purchase at the time, 2 cans of beer. With refreshments secured, it was time to head back to my seat and continue the journey towards Malaga. Back at seat 1A, I settled in with my cold beer and watched southern Spain just roll by outside. Not long after returning to my seat, a catering trolley made its way through the carriage, offering drinks and snacks for purchase. That said, I'm still glad I made the trip to the buffet car, which felt like one of the nicest places on the train. With a cold beer in hand, I turned my attention to the onboard information screen, which displayed our location, route progress, speed and even the temperature outside. As we continued south through the Spanish countryside, the numbers soon climbed beyond 140 miles an hour, eventually reaching an impressive 182 miles an hour. Despite travelling at almost 3 miles a minute, the ride remained impressively smooth throughout. After reaching speeds of more than 180 miles per hour, the pace suddenly dropped as we approached Cordoba. In fact, we slowed down so much that I genuinely started to wonder whether this non-stop service was about to make an unscheduled stop after all. But although our speed fell to little more than a walking pace, the wheels never stopped turning. Before long, we were accelerating once again and continuing our journey south towards Malaga. For the first time on the channel, here's a quick toilet review. Located at either end of a carriage, the facilities were clean and well equipped, with a baby changing table and even a shaver socket. At nearly 180 miles an hour, this may be the fastest land-based loo review on YouTube. Unfortunately, during my visit, the sink had no running water and the toilet wouldn't flush, which slightly took the shine off an otherwise decent facility. After covering more than 500 kilometres across southern Spain, we arrived right on time into Malaga Maria Zambrano station. Stepping off the train, the first thing I noticed was the change in temperature. Compared to Madrid, it felt considerably warmer and much more humid. Making my way along the platform, I took the opportunity to have one last look at the train that had carried us south at speeds of almost 300 kilometres per hour. From there, it was through the bright and spacious station concourse, past the airport-style security area used by departing passengers, and out towards the station entrance. So was the journey worth it? Absolutely. Spain's high-speed rail network impressed me from start to finish. The train was fast, comfortable, and covered the distance between Madrid and Malaga in less than 3 hours. Perhaps more impressive was the price. I booked this ticket back in January and paid just £16. Prices do fluctuate, depending on the demand and how far in advance you book, and obviously which operator you choose, but with a little planning there are some incredible bargains to be found. Would I do it again? Without hesitation. In fact, I think this route has genuine extreme day trip potential. With the right flight timings, you could fly into Madrid and return from Malaga, or do it the other way round and start on the Costa del Sol before taking the train north to the Spanish capital. Either way, there's a fantastic rail journey in the middle. Until now, I've only ever passed through Malaga Airport on my way to other destinations. This time, however, I stayed in the city for 36 hours to explore Malaga itself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.